Okay guys, we're just trucking right along. We're going to continue on in our mid-semester review. Remember, our midterm is coming up very quickly, so we got to review as much as we can. So in this case, we're talking about questions 13 and 14. Just those two, they deal with a deck of cards. So if you can remember, a deck of cards is 52, 13 of each suit. We're going to talk about face cards and stuff in here in general. So face cards are just going to be the Jack, Queen, and King. So we're including Ace as a low card. We're going to include Ace as a number 1 in this case. So it's a value of 1. So let's go ahead. Let's just start talking about this problem. We have this first one. If I can get my pens to work. There we go. Okay, this first one says when a card is drawn from a deck, find the probability. So find the probability of drawing a red card or a face card. What does or mean? Or means that we're going to add the two together. Add the two together. So drawing a red card. Remember, half the deck's black, half the deck is red. So we have 26 out of 52, right? So 26 out of 52 are red. So this is just going to be red. All right, let me grab another pen. Let's talk about the face cards in general. So our face cards, remember, we're just counting Jack, Queen, and King. So there's 3 per suit. There's 4 suits, so that makes 12. So we're going to add 12 over 52. Because this is an or statement, we're looking for one or the other. So both can happen. So 12 out of 52. Now you got to ask yourself, anytime you have an or statement, you got to think, okay, are there any that overlap? Do I have to subtract out any intersection between these two? The both statement, right? So are there cards that are face cards and red cards? Yes, absolutely. We said that there's 3 per suit, and so we have diamonds and hearts that are both red. So within diamonds and hearts, we have 3 each, so that makes 6. So if we did this right now, we're double counting those 6 cards, right? So we have to subtract out 6 out of 52. That's our overlap. Overlap. Whoa, hello. Okay, this is our overlap between our cards, right? So we have 6 red face cards that we don't want to double count, so we just want to get them once. So this turns out to be 32 out of 52. So 32 out of 52. If we add them up and then subtract it out, we get 32 out of 52, or what I'd rather prefer is 0.615, an actual decimal between 0 and 1, or a percentage of 61.5% chance of drawing a red card or a face card. Okay, so we have drawing a red card with a value of less than or equal to 10, or a face card. So again, we have this or statement, so we're going to add. So we're looking at drawing a red card with a value that's less than or equal to 10. Less than or equal to 10. So in our red cards, right, we have diamonds and hearts. So that would make up 26 out of 52, right? Those would just be red. 26 out of 52. But we want a value less than or equal to 10, so we're just going to get rid of the 6 face cards, right? The 6 faces. So we're going to end up with 20 out of 52 for drawing a red card with a value of less than or equal to 10. Now, what's the probability of drawing a face card? So remember, we're going to add those together. So let's go back to face cards. Face cards, we already said, was 12 out of 52. Okay? Equals, because in this case, do we have values that are less than or equal to 10? That's also a face card. No, so there is no overlap. We don't have an overlap of cards. So what we're going to do here is just simplify this out, and it actually turns out being the same probability. So 32 out of 52, which is equal to 0.615. 0.615. So 61.5% chance of drawing a red card with a value of less than or equal to 10, or a face card. And the reason that we have 10 cards that are less than or equal to 10 is because we're including Ace has a value of 1. Ace is a value of 1 in this case. Okay, so that was questions 13 and 14 in your mid-semester review. I'm hoping that this is being helpful for you, or if that makes any sense. If this is helping you out studying for the exam, because it's coming up soon, and I want to make sure that you're fully prepared. So this is Mr. Korb with #KorbStatChat, and I'll talk to you next time.